Hi everyone, it's Andy from Hobby Headquarters. Well, I've got an exciting new kit to preview for you guys today, and that is this one right here. This is the brand new, soon to be released, Tamiya 1/35 scale Panzer IV Early G. And we're calling it an Early G right here. It looks an awful lot like an F2, but we'll talk a little bit more about that in a few minutes in there. But yes, brand new kit. It shares a lot of parts with their F kit that just came out, but it just came out just a couple of months ago, so it's all brand new tooling, we'll call it. Plus, it comes with a set of 5 figures in here for North Africa. Really cool that they're including those inside this kit. Very nice. And so we're going to take a look at this one. And also, we now have a complete F4 Phantom II, the B version. This is the complete box. So about a month ago, I did a very early test shot view of all these things, but we didn't have decals, we didn't have the complete instructions, and a few other things in there. The plastics was still the same. So I will show you all the parts that we didn't have before. So to kind of round that whole little preview out on it there. So we've got lots to look at right here. So let's get started. Let's take a look at the new Panzer IV G early production from Tamiya in 35th scale. And immediately you're going to know when you open up and see the parts in there that it is based quite a bit on the Panzer IV F, which is a brand new kit. Just came out last year. All new tooling on it, nothing from the old 1970s D kit, all brand new stuff on it. And although this is called an F, most of us will probably know this as an F1 because it is an F version with the short 75. And this one right here, we usually think of as being called an F2. And I'll explain a little bit more of how the early G came about on it. Now, the F2 is known for having the 75mm KWK 40 L43 gun, so it's basically a long barrel 75 that replaced the short 75 that was on the earlier F. And what they did here is they put a single baffle muzzle brake on the front here with this circular shape to it, and that's the most identifiable, piece that you're going to look at really quick and know, oh, that's an F2 gun or F2 tank. Also, when they went into regular production with the Gs, they removed the vision port here on both sides of the vehicle. So this would be completely smooth. This is shared with the F1 as well. Now, when you look at this kit, I would call this an F2, just looking at it quickly. But in June of '42, it was determined that any of the long barrel Panzer IVs, meaning the F2s, were all going to be called Gs. So that is why they're calling it an early G. And an early G and an F2 are virtually the identical tank. And like I was saying, the regular Gs did have some more changes involved with it. Now, this kit does have, most of the plastic is similar with the F1, but there are a few sprues that are different that are changed up. Plus, you get this Africa Corps group right here of 5 figures. So a nice addition to add on to your tank. So let's take a look at the plastic inside. And the first sprue we're going to take a look at is the B sprue, and this is the sprue that is shared with the regular F kit. And here we are here with the vision ports still cut in here. So if they are ever going to make a regular G, they're going to have to retool this portion of the turret right here. And on here we have our upper hull. You can see the way they've broken up the upper hull now too. We've got the the rear of the fenders here, the rear of the actual hull, and then parts of the turret are also on this sprue here. And what I'll do is I'll just pick this up, let you guys take a close look at the plastic. Going down the line here. Won't spend too much time on this one because this is shared with the F that we built not too long ago. And next up, we're going to take a look at the brand new sprue that is inside this kit. So right off, you see here is our long 75 with the single baffle muzzle brake on it. And we have got our fenders right here. There's some sandbags thrown inside here as well. And then lots of extra jerry cans and extra road wheels, things like that. So this whole entire sprue right here is completely new. And that I'll actually lift up now and let you take a look at those as well. And the barrel is one piece all the way up to the muzzle brake. And as you can see there, it is two pieces for that. And there's also a couple of spare links of track on there as well. Now, this sprue right here is also shared with the F's kit. And that is going to be our drive sprockets and road wheels. And all the suspension parts. I really like that this, for me, that all of this is put together. A lot of kits make you build all of these individual pieces. And honestly, the way Tamiya molds this right here, it looks as good as if I put the 7 or 8 parts together. And it saves me a lot of work trying to put all those little extra pieces on. So I personally like that. Makes it just a lot easier to assemble. And I don't think you're getting any more detail by breaking it up into a bunch of parts. So, and there's the transmission covers there. Get 2 sprues of this one. Next up, we have another sprue that is shared with the original kit. And you can see here we have mufflers, some of the accessories that will be on the outside of the tank, like spare tracks, the tools, transmission final drive covers, more tools, some of the grab handles, things like that. And finally, there'll be the track sprue, which you get 2 of. And as you can see here, they're individual link and then long length of track in here. Plus, there is a guide jig to put this all together. And I have done these already, and they are excellent. They go together perfectly. You can see some of them already have a slight little indentation to it, so part of the curve has already been molded into it. And as well as these right here, maybe you can, kind of hard to see, but they are already done up for you like that, and they are really nice to go together really quickly. And this shouldn't scare you at all about putting together these type of tracks. Just a matter of cutting them off, cleaning them up a little bit, and they're really nice that you can actually mold them, or excuse me, make them up, not completely go around the track, pull the whole thing off as one piece, paint them, and then put them back into place. So definitely love these tracks over the rubber bands or the individuals that are just all individuals. And the last thing, which normally I always take a look at first, is our bathtub style hull. You can see the detail that is both on the bottom as well as the sides. Just like that. And our set of decals. Now, I'm going to show you something on this, and we're going to take a look at the figures too. The kit that they call out for in here is 21st Panzer Division at El Alamein in North Africa in 1942. Now, this is an Afrika Korps tank. Unfortunately, Tamiya, and I think I know why, does not include the Afrika Korps symbol in here, and that is the palm tree with the swastika in the middle of it. And I think for certain countries, they can't import that with that. So just be aware that there should be a little Afrika Korps symbol on here on the front. So not a huge deal, but if you want to make it kind of accurate, you can find them in actually in a lot of other kits. And then they also give you a Russian version here of 12th Panzer Division in northern Russia in autumn of 42. Okay, so let's take a look finally at the 5-pack of figures that come inside here. And keep in mind too, a set of 5 figures now on the aftermarket thing in plastic is running about $16 to $20. So this is a nice little extra feature I think that they're including inside here. And we're just going to get up nice and close on these. Keep in mind the plastic is very shiny, and the camera doesn't show all the detail per se that you would normally see, but you can see there's some nice deep pleats inside all the pants. They include a pith helmet, a couple of regular helmets. There's your MG40. That actually looks pretty nice too. Excuse me, MP40, not MG, MP40. And it's even part 40. And accessories. Oh, let me flip that guy around for you there. There you go. So that is also included inside the kit. And finally, you get a little bag of accessory stuff. So polycaps, some copper wire, some string. Looks like that's all of that stuff in there. And lastly, as requested by many of you out there, we're just going to give you a quick overview of the instructions. Page by page, just let you see how the vehicle goes together. And if you ever lose your instructions down the road, you'll be able to use these to look them up. And having built the F version of this, which is very similar, very good kit. The fit was phenomenal on it. Final page, there we go. Quick little detailing of the figures and how with the sandbags that they'll go on the vehicle. So there's a quick look at the brand new Panzer IV G, early G they're calling it. I would call it an F2, but that's just me. This should be available actually in about a month and a half from what I understand. And I'll show you some individual sprue shots right now. And now we have a little bonus coverage of the F4B Phantom II in 48 scale from Tamiya. About a month ago, I was lucky enough to get one of the first test shots in the whole world, and I brought it to you here on our channel. And now Tamiya has provided us with an actual complete kit. So I'm not going to show the plastic again because the plastic's exactly the same. So if you want to see the plastic, you can go back to the other video. But now I have all of the decals, the instructions, and all the other pieces to it like that we can show you now and give you an idea what the rest of the kit looks like. First of all, box art. Box art is beautiful on this kit. Really, really nice looking. It has 3 different sets of markings inside. So you've got the one on the cover, the one on the side here, which is the Chargers. It's a USS Midway 1972 Cagbird. And lastly, the Sundowners. Beautiful, beautiful Naval Air Station Miramar 1972 off the USS Coral Sea. And let's look at the decals now. And here are the decals. Or should I say sheet 1 of the decals, because this kit comes with 2 large decal sheets, and the first one here has the majority of markings for each one of the individual squadrons, as you can see right there. We'll let you look at those for a couple secs. And then we're going to remove those and show you this one right here. This is a lot of little decals. And we've got everything for the missiles on there, the cockpit, a little bit for one for the other ones that wouldn't fit on the big sheet there. But you can see you get lots and lots of decals. So if you want to spend all the time and put all those on, you would be able to do it right. And finally, for little accessory pieces in here, we have our masking stickers from Tamiya to do the cockpit canopies. You can see those right there. Those are included in the kit. And also included inside the kit, we get a couple of these giant pages of basically, it looks like 1-to-1 scale of how the markings go on there in full color. love that Tamiya is doing these right here. So you can see the size of my hand. They are very, very large. Had to pull the camera very far back. So this is the Seabird, the C meaning instructions. This is for the USS Midway, and you can see we get a top, a bottom, and both side views to show you where each one of those decals are going to go on here. And when we flip this over, this is the generic sheet for all the stencils for the A and the Seabird. So you can see there's a lot of them on there. And then we'll bring in this one. This is the Sundowners. And you can see you get a big sheet on that with all the top, bottom, and sides. And then when we flip this one over, we've got the box art. And then typical of Tamiya too, there is a little history of the airplane in multiple different languages, including English. And finally, I am going to show you a aftermarket set of decals that Tamiya is going to be putting out for this F4. And that is this one right here. This is the top little placard up there. It's for the Access Door Decal Set A. Well, if it's an A, that usually means there's probably more coming. But if you love putting decals on and you weren't satisfied with all those other decals that came inside the kit, there is this aftermarket kit right here. And it has all of these, like I said, access door decals. So, yeah, that's a lot of decals right there on top of the decals that were already included in the kit. This will also be coming out at the same time as the actual Phantom, and it has a retail of about $11. Well, there you go, guys. There's a quick preview of the new Panzer IV from Tamiya, and the rest of the preview for the F4 Phantom II also from Tamiya. So two beautiful looking kits. Both of these kits will be available for, actually this one is available for pre-order right now on our website, andyshhq.com, and this one will be up very, very soon. Keep in mind, we are in the process of moving our warehouse down from Portland down to the Phoenix area. So it's happening as we speak right now. So orders will not be shipping out of the website for at least a week right now while we get all this stuff moved down there. So keep that in mind. Although these aren't going to be out until June anyway, so not a problem on that. But we will have this one up for pre-order very, very soon as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this preview. If you did, please go ahead and smash that like button down there on the bottom. I think it's somewhere right around down in there. Also, if you haven't done so already, please go ahead and subscribe. That way you'll be notified every time a new video comes out. We always have all kinds of new and exciting stuff to preview for you guys, and also builds and other things like that. So there you go. I want to thank you guys as always for watching, and please stay tuned because we have many more videos coming.